What is up, guys? I do hope you're well, and today we're tackling some entitled parents. And the exciting thing about this one is it's coming from our very own subreddit. I created it yesterday. We've already got 25 members and a whole bunch of stories on there, so thank you so much. I can't believe what I thought no one was going to post on there, so I was like a bit worried, but thank you. That really means a lot to me. You guys are absolutely amazing. Anyway, if you guys are new here, please consider hitting that like, that subscribe button, and maybe even that notification bell. Also, you want your stories featured on this channel? Post on the Daddy Cringe subreddit. Link is on the screen right now. Get involved, and let's get started. This post is from Hannah Hatter, entitled "Dad wants to take my position for his son." Long-time viewer of Daddy Cringe, I know I posted this in Entitled Parents, but I thought I'd share it here as well, because he's one of my favourite YouTubers. Bless you, thank you so much. So this just happened today, and I'm starting to get ticked at the amount of entitled parents I can meet. I know it's only 2, but still, 2's more than enough. So as I said in an earlier post, I'm the only girl in an auto collision field, and it's got about 14 guys in it. A little backstory: at the beginning of the year, I wasn't there for this, of course. My teacher T told me. When T was handing out the slips for who was accepted, apparently the entitled dad, ED, had been calling repeatedly to ask if his son had been accepted. When T said no, the ED was apparently not happy about this and demanded to know why his son wasn't accepted. Apparently, he had gone to the new student event, where the students and parents meet the teachers and get to see where they'd be working, even though he wasn't allowed, and found out that there was going to be 5 girls, 4 in the afternoon class and me in the morning, in the class, and not his son. He was taken out by security guards and was given a warning. Now, on to when I met him. So, my teacher's got the list ready for the next year already, and I'm the only girl on this year for both classes. Apparently, the ED had tried to get his son in again, and once again, he didn't make the cut. You have to take a test to get into school, and he didn't pass either time. The ED shows up once again at the new student event. I was there volunteering to show everyone how things were in the shop, with one of the other guys. The son, EK, about 16, came first. I didn't know who he was, of course, and asked for his name so we could sign our sheet telling us he was here and give him a t-shirt. "Hi, welcome to our class. What's your name? I'll grab your t-shirt while you sign." "My name is EK." He went to sign the sheet while I looked for his shirt. Of course, there wasn't one there. "Sorry, I can't find your shirt." "Yeah, I can't find my name on here." I was confused. "Let me get T and ask him." I went to find T and told him the kid couldn't find his name on the list. T came in and asked for EK's name. As soon as he heard it, he got mad, but kept his cool for EK. "Sorry, but you're not actually a part of the class." "Yeah, I am. My dad said I was." "No, you're not. The class is full for the year." "Yeah, my dad said I needed to come in and take the girl's spot. That got me confused." "You mean take my spot? I'm the only girl for next year." EK nods. "Yeah, he said girls shouldn't be in the class." Oh my word. I rolled my eyes, unable to believe this, as T went to his phone to call ED. He still had his phone number since ED kept calling. Me, trying to be nice. "Sorry, but the class accepts all. It's full this year." EK getting closer. "I tried to get in last year. I deserve to be in class. My dad said so." I'm backing away. "Wow, your dad's not in charge of the program. T is." EK kept trying to argue with me, but T wasn't having it. He told the kid to sit and be quiet. I left to give another kid with his mother a tour. She was much nicer about it, and even asked if she'd be able to bring her lawn furniture for me to paint. Finally, ED showed up, red in the face, and he seemed to know who I was as soon as he saw me. "You!" he pointed at me, making me, the woman, and her son jump. "Come here right now!" I hurried over to him, excusing myself and having the other volunteer student, VS, take care of the other 2. "Can I help you, sir?" ED didn't answer my question and instead grabbed my arm and dragged me into the classroom. T standing up at once, looking furious. "Expel her now! My son deserves to be in class and you deserve to be fired." T didn't respond. He instead smacked ED's arm and grabbed me by my shoulder, pulling me away from him and making me stand behind him so it was just the 2 of them. "Don't even think about touching my students. Now, I told you too many times, your son is not going to be a part of this class, especially because of the way you're acting. This is bullshit. You probably just want her in your class because you're some sick pervert. Why else would you want a girl in your class? Now, that's a lie. I don't know why these entitled parents immediately thought of that idea of a girl being in the class is so perverted. But that's the furthest from the case, and T is an amazing teacher with a wonderful wife on top of it all. He would never risk something like this. His job, his marriage, or the trust we have between each other as student and teacher for something like that. I was about to fight ED myself for saying something like that when EK came running over, pushing me away when I stepped between the two men. T shouted as EK tried to hit me, but I'm better prepared than I was when the EM from the other story attacked. You know that thing you do when you jab someone hard as you can in their sides to make them curl up? Tasing without a taser? That's what I did. I tased him, making his fist go down, grabbed his wrist and threw him into the shelf. I don't care if I got in trouble, I just wanted that stupid kid off me. ED was absolutely red in the face. Assault! I'm calling the police for assault and paedophilia. What? T was furious. I will gladly call the police myself. Your EK attacked her first and she was defending herself. You're also both trespassing on private property. Dad, I want to be in this class. He sounded like a friggin' child. And I had to move as he was sitting on the floor having a small tantrum, kicking his legs, including kicking me pretty damn hard. T and ED kept yelling at each other, EK having a royal tantrum on the floor, and I had a bright idea to call the office to get someone down here. Security came down, as well as the principal and the assistant principal. Of course, ED tried to spin his own tale about how T didn't want his son in the class, and how he only had me here for sexual reasons. Of course, we had 3 witnesses, VS and the mother and son, and they told the truth. There was also camera footage that got looked at. The mother had also called the police, and ED and EK were taken away, screaming and cussing. After getting a slap on the wrist for throwing EK against the wall and making sure T and I were okay, T was red in the face with fury, and I had a banging headache and a new shoe-sized bruise on my shin, but I was otherwise fine. They all left. The night went on just fine. I was asked if I wanted to press charges, and I did. Another trial going to come up soon. Also, I've seen around people thought my other story was fake. I promise they aren't. I only want to share these to show what kind of people are really out there. It friggin' sucks. At the beginning of this story, I started feeling sorry for the EK. I thought, oh man, he was just sent there by his parents, and he's filled with ideas in his head how women shouldn't be doing this because that's the way he was brought up. But then the more it goes on, you start to lose sort of less faith in the guy, and you're just like, oh, he's just going to grow up to be exactly the same as the parents, so fuck him. Once again, Hannah Hatter, thank you very much for sharing that story on our subreddit. Much appreciated. This next story is from ScouseLad16. Thank you once again, my man. Your son didn't watch his siblings so they can come in and destroy our stuff. So this happened around January, and I just kind of forgot about it, I suppose. Busy and all that shit. Anyway, here we go. So me and a few mates and my brother have a band, and I personally am the lead guitarist. My brother sings, best friend does rhythm, and got another mate who plays bass, and another who does drums. Cast, B, brother. F1, best friend, rhythm guitarist. F2, bass guitarist. F3, drummer. So we was just in F2's house, in his room. His house is fuck off big. And we were jamming, talking, and fucking about. Now for some context, F2 has a brother and sister, and his sister is 10, and his brother is 12. We are all 15 to 17. So the door opens, it's his mum, EM, asking why we weren't playing with ES, and ED, entitled dickhead brother. Conversation, why didn't you play with ES and ED? Well, we're busy mum, sorry. Well, play with them, or they can come in here and play with something. I would rather not. We have a lot of expensive stuff in here. I was currently using a gold top Gibson Les Paul. I hope it is Les Paul. I've heard of those before, but I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Forgive me if I got it wrong. Come on, let them play at least. It's my house, and they're playing. Sorry, but we will go somewhere else if they come in, because they could break something. Yeah, sorry, love. Oh, that's such an English thing if someone's saying love. Yeah, sorry, love. No, you will stay here, and they will play on these, I'm telling you. Oh my god. She grabs one of F1's guitars, a Fender Telecaster. Put that down please, it's really expensive. Yeah, I'm sorry, you need to be careful, it's very, very expensive. ES and ED enter. Mummy, can I play with that? Yes, sweetheart. Hands him a butterscotch Telecaster, worth $1,000. Please hand it over here. ED says no and throws it, luckily landing on the settee. Couch for you US guys. Friend 1 grabs the Telecaster and puts it in the case. ES kicks the Fender bass guitar in the corner and starts pulling on the cord on my amp. Right lads, pack up, we can go round mine. No, leave this stuff, it's ours now, you don't need it. Me, quickly bagging my amp and my 2 mates' amps. B and F3 get the drum kit sorted and we quickly get outside. She screams at us and swears saying, "You'll get the police called on you, you fucking twats." I'm assuming I got that right, it started out, but they're English, so twats is very common over here. We went to B's and my house and told our mum and went upstairs and jammed a bit. She showed up later. I went to the door. Me. Yes, EM? EM tries to shove past me. Fucking move, you stupid cunt. I'll be taking that guitar from my kids. They fucking need them now. And tries to knee me in the family jewels. I haven't heard that in years. I grab her by both her arms and shove her back, making her fall on the step on my front door. Lads, get down here, this crazy bitch is attacking me. Ring 999. She got up and tried to claw me in the face. Bitch hit my arm and police arrived and arrested her. I got a plaster and we kept jamming. Oh wow. I don't know where to start with that one. The EM, I can see like when you're in someone's house that they want to get like, a parent wants to get like the kids involved, like younger siblings involved with the adults because they're just trying to lay them off to get some peacetime for themselves. I can totally get that, but like to send them in a room full of expensive guitars and stuff and saying that they can play with them, that's absolutely insane. Surely a mum must know better. But then to turn up at the house later saying that they need the guitars, she must have just went like batshit crazy. And where were the kids? Where were her kids when she came round your house? My word, absolutely insane. Once again, Scouse Lad, thank you very, very much for sharing. Much appreciated. Next we have a story from 22 Hemmett. Thank you very much, my dude, or dudette of course. Old lady tries to kill my dog. Hi, this is my first time posting and I'm terrible at spelling, so I'm sorry. I've already posted this on r/entitledpeople, but love your channel and content. Thank you. Me, sister, SM, amazing stepmom, D, dad, OB, old bitch, OD, old dick. They weren't too old, maybe in their 60s. When I was 6 or 7, my SM decided we should take our dog. A full-grown, beautiful, protective and smart female pit bull, not short and muscular. She was tall and skinny, absolutely beautiful. She was absolutely the sweetest thing in existence and wouldn't hurt anyone/anything. Unless SM or D told her, or me/my siblings were in danger. Our street was a dead end, and where the road ended was like a bike path for the old person's home, a few minutes down the path, and was completely public access. Since SM was very good at keeping my dog in check, we didn't need a leash, and now I know how pit bulls are viewed. When I was little, I didn't understand the problem. We barely made it in 3 steps on the bike path when the OB sees us, and she gasps and screams back at her husband. "Honey, get the dogs!" This woman storms towards us. My SM moves us behind her. Now my SM was wonderful, but she was absolutely tiny. A 4'9", 25-year-old who was a total badass and didn't take shit from anyone. She was more of a mum to me than my real one. She'd been around me from the day I was born and sadly passed away when I was 9. When this lady got closer, my dog stepped forward wanting to protect us from OB, who looked angrily at my dog then glared at my SM. This is paraphrasing because this was almost 10 years ago. "Are you insane?" OB screams. "I'm sorry, what's the problem?" "That fucking monster. What's wrong with you? Are you fucking stupid?" "Mom, please don't cuss in front of my daughters." SM pats my dog and she sits at SM's feet. "You're lucky that monster hasn't eaten those girls." Again, this dog is too sweet. "That monster is their dog." "You're a horrible mother. You should put that monster down," OB screeches. "How dare you call me a bad mum? I can't believe they let people like you adopt children." "Adopt? Are you insane? These are my kids." "They didn't look anything like you, lady. How do we know you didn't kidnap them?" The OD finally chimes in this horrible situation. "What is wrong with you?" My SM sadly couldn't have kids, so she was very protective of me, sister, and our brother. "We should call the police," OB screeched. The OD handed the OB their 2 tiny dogs and reaches into his pocket, getting out a pocket knife and reaches for my sister, to which our dog started barking at him. and SM started yelling for my dad. This OD knowing he couldn't kill our dog, so he tried snatching my wrist, and my dog went for his arm, getting his sleeve. My dad got there as the husband's sleeve ripped, and he fell down. OB just starts screaming at D and SM, they're evil kidnappers, and how my dog is a demon. My dad is 6'3" and strong, with lots of tattoos, who is absolutely intimidating. I also look like him a lot, same brown, almost black hair, and brownish green hair, but I look so similar to my actual mum, I confuse her kids' pictures with mine. What's going on? D says to SM, who tries to explain, but the OB cuts in screaming about how my SM is evil, and she should take the hellhound back to hell and stay there. OB proceeds to slap SM. My D was trying to hold my dog back, as she barks and snarls at the OB. Take the dogs to the house, my dad yells. Me, a small 6-year-old, and my 7-year-old sister, my sister is only 11 months older than me, had to drag a large, angry pit bull back to the house, only 4 houses away. I wasn't there for the rest of it, but my dad told me what happened when we left. The old lady tried to smack SM again, but being a badass, she punched her at this point. Someone called the police because this is normally a very quiet street, being a dead-end street. So the cops showed up, put SM, OB, and OD in handcuffs. OD still had his pocket knife out. They questioned everyone and checked security cameras at the old folks' home, which was close enough for a camera to be somewhat pointed at the area. So all that happened and SM was let go. OB and OD were taken in for a few days at least, I think. My word. I don't think there was somewhere to say what country that was in, but yeah, like, I'm not sure if it's the same in the US, but the UK, pitbull, I don't know, they might be even illegal now. I think they are illegal, but they're very much frowned upon in the UK. I'm one of these people that sort of look at dogs, it's the way you sort of bring them up. I know some dogs have sort of inept traits where they're born with it, and I've certainly seen a friend's dog that was just bought and it bit everything. No matter how much it trained, they took it to training, even the trainer gave it them back. But in the end, there was no hope for that dog. But yeah, I'm getting off the point. Most dogs, you can bring them up in whatever way you want. The way you treat them is the way they were brought up. Sure, they have traits about them, like strength, like a pit bull. It's incredibly strong. But if you bring them up to be nice dogs, they will be nice dogs. That's the way I feel about it. And that's that. I'll get off my soapbox now. But yeah, in the UK, I think they're pretty much illegal. But that sounds like a crazy situation, and to pull a knife out, I'm sure that person must got at least some time to even be carrying a weapon, because if it is in the UK, you get a lot of time for carrying a weapon, even if it is a pocket knife these days. But yeah, then again, it's 10 years ago, so knife crime wasn't as prevalent as it is now, so who knows. Anyway guys, this is our first post from our very own subreddit. Again, if you want your stories shared, put them on the Daddy Cringe subreddit, and I'm pretty sure I will get round to them. I'm saving them every day at the moment, and I'm trying to read as many as possible, and I love reading them and trying to give something back to you guys. Hopefully it does. Thank you very much guys. Take care now. Goodbye.